So I think our panels and all those solo presentations and case study, I think it was a pretty homogeneous mix that we had for our track two. The buzzwords that I picked up starting when Praveen started talking, so were AI, machine learning, connected devices. You know, these are the things that are changing the way marketers and communicators today are talking to the end consumer. So what does it mean for me? For me and for you, I think the need of the hour is actually to be in that hour and real time kind of communicate with people. If you're not kind of really taking the ORM seriously, please start doing that because you really need to hear the conversation, alter the things that you're doing on creative. A/B testing is happening. Please go live ASAP. So coming to what Rajiv said, and I think I picked up a really great insight for myself. You know, you have the insight, so you have the data available with you. You layer it with a product offering that exists, but then find an opportunity to build further on it. Run MVPs and tests to kind of really see if it works. Maximize that learning, and then eventually launch the product and continue to develop on it. I think for me it works well. So there was a buzzword which was access and influence. So I think that worked really well. And yeah, I mean, great journey, Rajiv. I don't know where you are in the audience, but great journey till HT. Trend-setting panel, I think it was about science and art coming together and forming content the way we are talking. So how effectively are we actually using data and insights to regulate ourselves to build the content? So if you're not using content in a fashion which is backed by science, I think we need to kind of find that balance out, and that's what the trend-setting panel was about. I mean, they were trying to pick up examples. I mean, Jagore was a great example. We really saw how data and content are really even changing things the way we talk, even impacting legislation for that matter. I mean, if they were trying to change governmental bodies to introduce courses, yeah, why not? So that's the impact that that kind of content created. Yeah, big question was around influencers. I think, yeah, they are important. Sometimes they are a pain, but sometimes they really help you to kind of really push the content to genres that you're not talking to. I mean, I come from a car brand today, and I've been talking to a lot of influencers from lifestyle, from food, music. I mean, I don't want to just talk to the car audience. Today, I'm talking to influencers from different genres. Next was case study by Nerolac. I think a great way to put democratization of creativity. I mean, you really go all out and give more power to people, get them to kind of uh, create things that you would utilize as UGC. So based on research that they did a lot on a third-party data, on external party data, they built that platform to inspire and obviously engage with people. They married it with sales data where exactly Nerolac is being sold and built that campaign. So I think great job there. And obviously, they are influencers. The future gazing panel was actually all about finding that sweet spot between data and creativity. It was about 2020 of how we are reinventing marketing. But I think it was about getting that perfect marriage between rational, which is backed by data, and also imagination, which is where your creativity is coming from. So yeah, A/B testing is happening using in-house data or first-party data, what Manish mentioned, and how do you really build content to achieve that consumer's need and eventually, of course, positive results for your business. What I liked, what Priyanka mentioned, was around Content Factory. I mean, I'm running Content Factory at Nissan. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Content Factory because that will definitely be low on cost, or get you faster turnaround, and obviously is relevant for the content that you're building. And yeah, thanks, Matt, for talking about how India is doing great at international forums. So big round of applause for all of those people who entered the International Echo Award. So we're really glad. So what I picked up from his bit while standing around that corner was actually data is evolved. And there's so many sources of that data coming in. So what is it that we are going to be using it for? The insights that it provides. How are we going to get inspired to build a creative solution and eventually win over customers? So that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to the end of track two.